Hello to all my fellow believers of the one true faith. This is the Planetary News Network, coming to you on this grey Wednesday afternoon. As the integration of our vassals continues, the regime has been largely neutralised as a threat. A new government has formed and joined with us, with what's left of the regime and their battered fleets and those of their allies engaging our own allies in a separate war. In other news, the Colossus has been renamed in honour of the late Nyx. This move has been met with great acclaim, as many move to remember the very symbol of the Void and our Empire's early expansion. This has been the Planetary News Network. Signing off. Hi guys, Tom from Project T here, and welcome back to Stellaris by our Covenant's Light. Last time, we concluded a war against the regime and their allies, which resulted in our victory and the creation of the commonality of Kakaro, which leaves the regime with only a couple of systems, and their allies pretty much untouched though. The Magar Star Realm gained a single system up here, Romsa, and the commonality is pretty much untouched. And they're all currently at war against the Husko Galactic Pact and other such. With the commonality just going through, and this bloody 80,000 fleet over here that could stop it just sitting completely still, doing nothing whatsoever. Oh no, they're finally moving. Beginning the episode, they're finally going to do something. It's about damn time. Maybe that thing can turn the tide. I hope so, because they've been getting their asses kicked for a while, even though they should be winning. We've also, as a result of our integration efforts, gained control of a bunch of these fleets, which are going to go and join up with the Yugalark Voidwings, which is now the Voidwings of everyone else I've integrated in their fleets. This episode, we are currently 10 years, 11 years technically, to the end game. So, within the next 2 episodes, including this one, the endgame crisis is pretty likely to spawn. Also, I keep getting this shit. So I might have another AI rebellion to deal with, so I'm going to keep my fleets around ready to deal with that bullshit if it occurs. AI is being very annoying this game, but next game I'm going to be playing a materialist. I'll get to that later. So the AI produced several alarming results. Purchase their memory banks. Sure, we can deal with that. We have everything on site to deal with that. We're currently the head of our Federation. We've got the Federation Voidwings over here. Still not getting that, because good god, this thing is a bloody mess. So, not touching that right now. I'm going to leave that be. It's pretty strong as is anyway. So right now, current plan is to sort out all my new worlds and waiting for the Yugalak Order to be absorbed into the Covenant. And I need to build up my fleets back to their full strength from the war. Build up the Yugalak Voidwings to its max. Zarklan's Voidwings, as soon as I have the option, also need a resupply, considering they got pretty destroyed in the biggest battle I've had in a long bloody time. That was pretty cool. And it worked off. We gained Devil's Maw, which means our latest vassal has a science nexus. This was a great win. Plus control over an L-gate, so one less L-gate for our enemies to use. But yeah, need to build up our planets that we've gained, wait for the new ones to come in, build up our fleets. And hope this AI rebellion doesn't happen or I get to hotfix it or something, because that's the last thing I need. Stick me back down the bottom of the economy list again, the bastards. It seems the commonality has spotted the 80k fleet coming its way, and has promptly turned tail and run. That's a good response, because this is a pretty big fleet. Hopefully they're going to go down and actually retake these systems and maybe push into commonality territory, because I want these guys to win. Meanwhile, we've got the bloody regime continuing to kick some ass down here. They're attacking the homeworld too. Unfortunately, that means they'll probably be stuck there for a while, so they won't be going anywhere. I'll have to see how they respond, because that's a... how strong was it? 45,000. Don't know how the regime still has a 45,000, but okay. 9k over there. Them coming in over here. We'll have to see. Alright, the last of these new reinforcements are coming in. Let's see, once it's there, how much the upgrade is going to cost. Hopefully not massive amounts, considering I'm still trying to build everything else up. So, her ship just started off towards the Pearl Void Wings. I've got 2 more cruisers coming in over there. Alright, you've joined in. Good. Oh, how much is this going to cost? Not reinforcements, 1,200. Alright, fine. Do it. Get it done. Dealing with a quick pirate fleet. That's cropped up. 579, so it's not anything to write home about. But it will slowly whittle down the station that's here. Oh god, I got hiccups all of a sudden. What was that about? But, oh, it's paused. The game's paused. Don't want the game to pause. Just sending the Zarklan's Void Wings, they'll do it easily enough, like so. Cloud Lightning going in. Oh god. And like that, the fleet's getting annihilated. That's a lot of missiles coming in. You picked a fight you couldn't really win there, guys. Oof. All that cloud lining. Then there were 2. Then, in a completely blinding flash of light, there were none. Let's watch this happen. And there she goes. See ya! New tech, and if I'm right, yes, that is indeed dark matter thrusters. The dark matter crusade continues. The question is, what do I give it next? I've got level 5 missiles, crystal infused plating, rifle autocannons near modular buildings, mining station. I'm alright for resources for now. I think I'm going to go just for the final stage of missiles. Level 5 missiles, go grab those. Next thing to get, starbase capacity, which should be nice. I can make another trade station. What? Oh, it appears the fallen empires are starting to wake up. The Quell Nuradan. Which one were they? Not the Protectors. Quell Nudar. Which one were they? The Xenophiles. The Quell Nudar and... subtle shift in Quell Nudaran behaviour, scoured reports of their ships, once rarely seen outside their own space, now being spotted in remote systems all across the galaxy. Highly advanced scouting vessels visiting ancient ruined worlds, refusing all hails and fleeing when attacked. Their purpose and mission unknown until now. We now know that the Quell Nudar were repairing, recovering the data banks of survey beacons and automated scouting posts left behind when they retreated to their present borders, gathering information, yada yada yada. Fleets are gathering, armies being mustered, and ancient factories brought to life for the first time in an age. The Quell Nudar mediators are looking outward beyond their borders towards the galaxy at large. As their decaying shipyards are repaired and retrofitted, and the dormant systems of Titan foundries come online, the rest of the galaxy is left with one question. Who will this one sleeping giant target first in their quest to reclaim an age-old glory lost? Giants in the playground. Right, so they've now woken up. What's their fleet? So they've got 111,000, 110,000, 110,000. My total fleet capacity is 378,000, so... our fleet power is equivalent, their economic is worse, the technology is slightly better. I guess they're going to claim these systems over here that they can, but if they're waking up, that means other empires might wake up, and... where's the... so we've got over here. Materialists. Do we have a Xenophobe Fallen Empire? Those are the robots. Obviously, these are the spiritualists. I'm not sure we have a Xenophobe Fallen Empire. Oh, no, that's the Silver Incorporated. I don't recall us having any. I don't think so. Since, yes, because rather than the Xenophobes, we have the robots. Let me just double check I'm not missing them anywhere. So, Holy Guardians, Keepers of Knowledge. Let's keep going. Ancient Caretakers. Benevolent Interventionists. Yeah, just those 4. So that's alright, because the War in Heaven will occur between 2 fallen empires of differing ethics. So if there is a Xenophobe Empire that was then to awaken, they declare war. So that's a 4,000 pirate fleet. Huh. The question is, who's going to wake up next? I mean, if the robots wake up, that's not so much of a problem unless a contingency comes along and takes them over. The Protectors over here, meanwhile, if they wake up, as well as the Materialists, a war in heaven could start, at which point we can either take sides or stay out of it. Well, we'll have to see where things go, but for now, they're going to start moving through to Trapalum over there. Well, all in all, we're on good terms with them, so I don't think we have too much to worry about for the time being. And as predicted, there are the constructors building up new star bases. Time will tell where this goes. I think now's as good a time as any to stick on all of my new dark matter thrusters. I've finished upgrading the Ugalak Void Wings. Everything else can be set to upgrade, and then I will focus back on reinforcing all the fleets that need reinforcements. Seems the Husko are bringing in... yeah, they're pulling out their main big fleet. I wonder if they're now going around to deal with the fact that the Husko are sending fleets down here. They've got the commonality down here. So I'm wondering if they're sending their big fleet back around to go deal with the situation over here. Meanwhile, they are sending in their transport fleets and several of their smaller fleets, escorting said transport fleets over to start taking the worlds that they've set claim to. Maybe also use those smaller fleets to claim other systems that they're capable of. I mean, if they can do that, if they can take more of the commonality systems, and if the big fleet comes around, reinforces their fleets down here in dealing with this, that's on its way, plus the other fleets down here, they could pull it back. We'll see what happens. Whoa, it appears that another fallen empire has woken up. The Materialists over here, apparently they're rivals presently of the Xenophiles. A war in heaven might be brewing between them then, it seems. We'll have to see where that goes. Alright, in just over 10 days, I'm going to be able to declare war again, and given the fact that my allies are once again getting their butts kicked, at least the protesting kingdom are, I'm going to continue the war. This time, I'm going to target the Havriga Commonality vassalization, because they're the biggest pain in the ass right now. Like, Magar Star Realm are too small, Regime have been cut down to size. I'm going to go for the Commonality next. And to get this done, yeah, I'm going to turn them to a tributary. I'm going to send Pearl Voidwings to start raking through the territory that the Cromulans haven't taken. I'm going to send the Federation fleet into the Photessian Kingdom in order to start liberating their worlds, and I'm going to send the Assault Voidwings into Alliance territory to start going after their any points of interest around this Magar Star realm and such. There we go. I just need to wait. Well, my Federation Voidwings are already en route. I just need to wait for the Pearl Voidwings and the Assault Voidwings to finish upgrading, which they very nearly are. Alright, we have everyone here. The only thing missing is a single ship of reinforcements, which is coming to Pearl Voidwings right now. But what's the deal over here? They have really pushed their way in. No idea where their big fleet has even gone. It's out over there, and that's a regime bloody fleet. What's that? Raiding fleet. I have no idea where the friendly Federation fleet has gone. So I think it's time to go offer a helping hand, don't you? Oh, am I not able to demand tribute to these guys? They must be at peace. Damn it! Apparently I cannot. Well, that's a little unfortunate, isn't it? I can't do it, or they're at war. However, I can do Total War, now that I have a Colossus. Total War essentially means that every system I take is automatically put under my control, and then I can give it to people however I wish. Okay. Let's give this a try, shall we?
This begins.
And so we have started with a Total War. I completely forgot that was a thing. Now we have a Colossus. Well then, this is going to be unfortunate for them. Alright. Pause quickly. Pearl Voidwings. Federation Voidwings. Assault Voidwings there. Go! And this is going to simplify things massively because every system we take is immediately ours and we can do with it as we wish.
Engaged.
And we have engaged the enemy. Oh wow. Talk about overwhelming firepower. And we can help our allies while we're at it. It's falling. They never rebuilt their defense stations from the first time we were here. That's unfortunate for them. Damn it. Alright, that's going down. Send you into there. Go get that system. I'll probably give that to... like, systems I claim that I don't want, I'll gift. Alright, we have taken it. Transport Voidwings. Land armies. Because this thing has only 129. And this is right here, so we'll go straight over. There we go. Perfect. If the game doesn't want to lock up. Pearl Voidwings, you move on. Assault Voidwings. Actually, Pearl Voidwings head in this direction. Assault Voidwings head up here. You are going to, Assault Voidwings are going to be in charge of liberating captured friendly territory. Pearl Voidwings, meanwhile, are going to just do as much damage as it possibly can. I have a feeling, now that we're in a total war, things are going to be massively in our favour. Thank you, Nyx's revenge, because this revenge is sweet. I would say this fight is going pretty well. Checking around, no one seems to want at least this first system I'd taken. But, I'm not entirely convinced whether I'm going to keep this territory or not. I could also turn into a vassal if I so wish. But saying that, our territories will be connected via the L-Gate network, so we won't be entirely separate. Since we're connected via gateways, it won't even work against cohesion, so that's a bonus. Got a fight going on over here. The Assault Voidwings have met some resistance. Over on this side, I've also got an enemy fleet that has jumped in. We're currently on our way to deal with that. So we've got 13k fleet there. And we've got another 43,000 coming in. Looks like they're currently staying still. So they're currently sitting still. It's our clans. Possibly coming to help. With Pearl Void Wings now only a single jump out. We'll send Zark clans in to help. There they go. They can defend it.
Our champions have secured a heathen planet.
So another planet secured. Assault Void Wings over here. Doing the Void's work. Making sure that Lord stays in our possession. Federation Void Wings are taking on this place over here and reclaiming this system for our buddies. They're still sitting still. But Zarklan's Void Wings are doing as hoped. We've got the station to help them out. That's still upgrading to get better defenses, so it acts as my staging area. It's a good thing is going to the L gate because his help is just literally a second away on the other side of the L gate. Federation Void Wings were successful, so I'll send them over here to take out that 19k. This fleet is going down. Over here, yep, we've won this one as well. Just mopping up the last of them. Okay, good. You head back home. But now the main fleet is popping in. They've started to move again. Assault Void Wings have succeeded, so quickly go and grab the starbase. If you don't mind, there we go. So our clans are back home to repair. Federation Void Wings on its way. Pearl Void Wings going in to defend the station. So when these guys jump in, which it looks like they're about to do, they're going to be in for a surprise. And just like that, apparently the well, they had highest war exhaustion still forced into status quo, which has created these guys who are just kind of separate from everyone. So offered them just association status, I guess. I mean, the commonality created them. If we can just, you know, get them in to our federation, that'll be a massive satisfying screw you. But you guys, you need to repair. My Assault Void Wings, meanwhile, are doing alright, and my Federation Void Wings are also continuing onwards. Oh shit! A war in heaven has just started! Ever since the awakening of the Kelnudar and their ancient rivals, the two giants have been at odds, skirmishing and jockeying for influence, probing each other's might. This resulted in a series of increasingly terse confrontations, finally erupting to open battle between them in a remote system. The conflict now escalated into full-blown war between them. Each side sent a representative to the younger races, promising great rewards for those who would join in their war and terrible punishments for those who chose to stand against them. Choosing either side in this conflict will mean giving up independence. Remaining neutral may be even more dangerous unless we can find other neutral parties to stand by our empire. We will not take sides in this conflict. Meanwhile, several people apparently have. Apparently several people have chosen sides.
The spirits have granted us new wisdom.
We're now only at war with the commonality. Who are the Coromulans? They're now a satellite of the... Yeah, they're bloody taken sides. Look at that. Enemy leaves war, Magastar realm. The Lothrapians. The Lothrapian Commonwealth left? The actual fuck. One of our own members apparently left our federation. You fools! The regime left. The Lothrapian Commonwealth. It's just them, yes? Yeah, no one else. Indeed. We're now just at war against the commonality. Though, I may enter a status quo here, because things have suddenly changed with a war in heaven on the horizon. I'll quickly take this one last system. But then I think I'm going to call a status quo. Return home. Assault Void Wings. Also return home. Pearl Void Wings are going to take one last system, but then we're going to leave this war. Because the situation suddenly changed, the war in heaven is occurring. And the Lothrapian Commonwealth spontaneously decided to leave our federation, which seems like a very bad idea. Uh-oh. It appears that it's time. The League of Non-Aligned Powers. Not all the younger races chose to join with either side of the war raging between the precursor empires. Some, like ourselves, have remained neutral, but facing the prospect of facing the precursor menace alone if the war should come their way. We have been contacted representatives from other empires about the idea of creating a League of Non-Aligned Powers with the explicit goal of opposing both sides of the war. Due to our military might and influence, we've been asked to lead this league. Accepting would almost certainly mean war with the precursor empires. We will lead this league. Let's see what happens with this when the next day eventually ticks over and it's trying to figure everything out. Huh. How about that? The Haruka Commonality wants to join, which means that the Commonality wants to join the Void Federation. Alright, I suppose this will probably end the war. Yep. I mean, apparently we're still at war with them, even though they're part of our federation. Great, we're still at war with them despite the fact that they're part of our federation. Settle status quo. Yeah, it's still called the Void Federation, even if it's called the League of Non-Aligned, or meant to be the League of Non-Aligned Powers. I'm gonna have to start getting my fleets in position to deal with these bloody fallen empires. Alright, so my current idea, I need to have 3 fleets on each empire. So if I said the Pearl, the Assault, and the Federation against the Enforcers when the fighting starts, I have the Rannoch, Zar clans, Yugalak against the other guys. I'm also probably going to have to start getting Nyx's Revenge involved. Husko also want in. We will gladly have them. Well, I mean, the Void Federation has certainly expanded quite suddenly. Because right now, we're the only federation in the galaxy. Everyone else is kind of tied up with one of the 2 warring factions of Fallen Empire. So the entire galaxy is about to kick off in a big old Barney in a minute. Still, at least we almost make a ring around the entire galaxy. Look how much territory we have. Blimey. Oh god, here we go. War of the Awakened. It did not take long for the precursor to take notice of the League of Online Powers. Representatives from both warring powers have come to Crown Jewel demanding the dissolution of the League and for its members to choose sides in the war. Naturally, we refused, and as of this morning, we are now in a state of war with both of them. Fuck. Right then.
The
So it
crusade
begins.
of the righteous begins.
For some reason, the center of the galaxy just lit up like a Christmas tree. Oh, you're kidding me. And it got caught up in the middle. Alright, I need you to turn around like right now to help out with these guys. Anytime you seem fit. There we go. That was worrying for a second. The help's on the way. I have to just take some of the heat off of them.
The spirits have granted us new wisdom.
Crystal mines, that's great. Cruiser hull points, get those. Protect the Colossus now. Jesus. That was freaking close. Right, so Nuclear Void Wings are adequately defending this, which I'm going to, once that's done, I'm going to jump drive to safety into the Maelstrom, have it repair there. Meanwhile, Power Void Wings are leading these fleets up into this territory. We're going to see if we can't start paving the way a little bit. Rannoch's Void Wings are going over to the custodial checkpoint to defend. The Zarklan's Void Wings turning around into the Thrapian Commonwealth and just going after them. This is going to be one hell of a time. Can't believe I'm saying this, but thank goodness for the Havriga commonality trashing the Gramrian Empire. Even seems like the Bothrozoids are starting to pummel the Havriga Mandate as well. How, like, this is why I like this game. Like, one event can completely upturn the entire diplomatic landscape of the galaxy. Holy shit. Alright, my present plan. I'm slightly concerned over here because we've got... I could take one of these fleets maybe, but both no. So that's a concern. But what I want to try and do is go up and around through this system, all the way, just hit the archives. Hit the archives and blow it up. And if I can get away with that, I'm going to head straight to their homeworld and do the same there. I'm not particularly... like, I know capturing them can offer a lot of benefits, but right now...
Construction complete.
Right now, they're too much of a threat to be left around. Like, that's a lot of fleet power I'm seeing right there. Their resources need to be cut, and they need to be cut fast. So cutting off the head of the snake, it is.
Construction complete.
Yes, we would like to extend our deal. Thank you very much. Well, would you look at that? They've brought themselves... Our friends in the Husko Galactic Pact have brought a little transport fleet with them to go and take this system. Oh, that's very nice of them. Everyone is in position. Let's have a look around. We've got a fleet there, and a fleet here. A million ways this could go wrong. let's have a go, shall we? Sending them into this system first. Oh, hold on. Looks like this fleet is actually heading in. Well, I suppose it's somewhat inevitable. We can take it. We've got 75,000, 73,000, and a 70,000 versus 122,000. 2 fleets would outnumber it in fleet power. 3 fleets massively does. Plus numbers. I have much more in the way of ships than they do. Let's see how things go. And so here we are. We've got our massive fleet. We've got, what, 3 Titans. A fair few battleships, cruisers, the whole lot. Versus them. 122k, ace battleships, 20 destroyers. And a whole lot of fighters. And this is going to be no object. So it's pretty much gone already. I'm going to take the station before the 2 fleets meet. How are the other fleets reacting? Are they still bombing or... Oh, no, they're moving off. That might be a problem. I've got a 200k fleet moving off to intercept. They're staying still. And I'll keep an eye on the situation. Things get untenable. What's the Federation fleet doing? It's just standing there. Come on, get involved, you idiots. Look at this mess. What are you doing? Alright, now the Federation fleet is actually shooting rather than just going in a mosh pit. Well, they're down to 63,000 already, though. That's unfortunate. But we've taken now a couple of their ships. It's down to 100k. Down to 98. But they're closer to actually there. I see some of them opening fire. It's about time. What's the deal over here? They're getting awfully close. Yes, please. Zarkland be praised. Zarkland wills it, yada yada yada. Go join the Zarkland's Void Wings, please. Over here, meanwhile, it's down to 80k. We're down to 50. See if I can't get them out. I don't think I will be able to, though. Yeah, they're about to jump in. They'll probably catch us out. Still, I'll make the attempt. Nope, they got caught out. Alas. It's now turning around. Well, we're engaging the fleet. Hopefully numbers will do something for us here. But yeah, that doesn't look positive. You have to see how things go. So fleet power does outnumber ours, but we have numbers. We are taking out their escorts. Every one of their ships lost is a bigger loss to them than one of ours would be. Damn. Got another one on its way too. That's unfortunate. So they're down to 190. We need a big old bout of reinforcements after this. We're going to be spending a lot of energy and minerals and shit getting our alloys up. No, I think I'm going to need to retreat from this one. Unfortunately. Too much. Too soon. Alright. I'm going to have them retreat. I'm going to repair them up, get as many ships as I can back, and reformulate a plan. Some cheeky bastards over here just have made a go at one of my systems. See about that. A lot of tech advantage, it seems, anyway. We'll double their fleet power. Only thing we're missing is a Titan.
Heretic fleet engaged.
Come on, grab them. Thank you. Zarklan's Voidwings, meanwhile, are continuing just to take out these systems down here. The Galactic Voidwings are currently getting reinforced. Head back to the Maelstrom. I'm just trying to think of what to do while I'm waiting for these other fleets to respawn, which they will in a year, apparently. Full bloody year. So we have this fleet over here, which is already incredibly damaged.
Engaged.
So that's gonna... and the Fallen Empire don't really reinforce their fleets. So we've got this down here, which is 15k, that's how that's going to stay. That one's damaged, so that's now below 200,000. 100,000 there. So at least we damage them for the next attempt. And the next attempt is going to be with the other fleets again. So, though, the next attempt I think I'm going to bring more than 3 fleets. I was going for 3 on each side, but I might go for all fleets, barring maybe the Ranox Voidwings next time. Or one fleet back to keep an eye on Tethel and everything else over here, and everyone else go in together. I need more firepower than I'm currently bringing. Alright, I'm looking at things here, and I've just noticed how completely unguarded the other Fallen Empire systems are. Like, I've got a direct route to their homeworld, and there's only one fleet of 144 nearby. The others are over sitting at Elgate, which is concerning. They're sitting at Elgate, but they haven't done anything with it yet. So I'm wondering if I should change strats of which one I'm going for first, because I see a very good route straight in if I'm going to use my super weapon. Meanwhile, there's still several fleets around this one. It's still quite defended. maybe we should wait for them
The
to expand a
spirits
little
have granted us
and
new wisdom.
spread their forces too thin. Something to think about. Right, everything's back, and what I've decided is I'm going to allow them to gain some territory for the time being over here. Or give them a slight bloody no, so I mean one less 200,000 fleet. I'm gonna let them spread out a bit and spread out their big multi-hundreds of thousands fleets much thinner so they're less close together, and then I'm gonna make another try at their home systems. In the meantime, Zarklan's Voidwings are going to continue going around after the Photessian Kingdom, the Kremlin Empire, and pretty much all the other vassals, and deal with them. Meanwhile, I'm going to resupply as much as I can in a short period all of my other fleets. And then I'm going to send them in together once the Nyx's Revenge has arrived at its destination. That's pretty much the timer I'm working by, 191 days. I'm going to send them all in together to Itraban and then Howers. Because, like what I'm hoping the other Fallen Empire does, their main fleets are nowhere near the home systems, and I've got a direct route straight in. So I can take out their home systems much easier than I currently can for the Enforcers. So we're gonna have to give a bit of ground for the Enforcers before we can go at them, because their big fleets are far too condensed. They can react to any threat very fast right now. Also, what is this? Let's see. Just a couple of things. Yeah, this is why Zarklan's Voidwings is gonna go after the vassals. That's one thing it can do. Everyone else needs to repair. However, on that note, it has been 10 years. It is 25-21, and oh boy, have we got a lot to do ahead of us. Next time, Zarklan's Voidwing is going to continue taking out as much of the vassalage as possible. Enforcers are going to have to be left be for a minute. We've given them something of a bloody nose. Like one of their like 100k fleets was decimated to only 15,000. There might be this over there. Might have combined a couple of other smaller fleets together by the looks of it. And yeah, there are other 200,000. They do 200,000 fleets to 100,000 fleets. The other 200,000 has been rendered as 157,000, I think. So I took 50k off of it. So they're damaged. That's good for the future. But if I let them spread out, then I can take them out with much more ease without getting jumped by a second one. Because that's what lost me that fight, the second fleet popping in before I was ready for it. But yeah. And then once the Nyx's Revenge has reached its destination, which it will in 161 days, I will send in the other ships, the other fleets, Bell Voidwings, Assault Voidwings, Ranarch Voidwings, Yugalarch Voidwings, and Federation Voidwings all together for a push to ours. Since they've got none of their fleets nearby ready to respond, and I'm going to use my World Cracker to destroy them. Their main planets, especially, if I can get all of their planets, that'd be great, because once the Fallen Empire's gone, well, their side is lost. The other vassals wouldn't have no one to be a vassal under. So I'm going for the Fallen Empire. If this works and I can deal with them, then I can then refocus my efforts on the Enforcers. If I can pull this off, it would be great. But I mean, this episode wasn't very encouraging considering the absolute walloping I took and the damage done to my fleet. But that is for next time. So until then, ta-ra!